Welcome to another video tutorial from the IT-ServiceDesk. In this video, you will learn how to set up and use multi-factor authentication for the RWTH Single Sign-On, abbreviated to SSO in the following. You set up multi-factor authentication, or MFA for short, for SSO in the Token Manager. An overview of the first steps in the Token Manager in the IDM self-service can be found in a previous video. We have linked the video in the Token Manager for you in the video description. The Token Manager is used to set up an MFA. To protect the SSO with another factor in addition to your password, you must choose from 5 token types. 1. Hardware token for RWTH Single Sign-On, WebAuthn, FIDO2. 2. Hardware token for VPN and RWTH Single Sign-On, HOTP. 3. Authenticator App, e.g. for the smartphone, TOTP. 4. TAN list, one-time security codes. And 5. Email. It is important to mention that hardware tokens and app tokens are the most secure. We advise you to create another token in addition to the TAN list, as this list only serves as a backup. To create tokens, however, you must first generate such a TAN list with several one-time security codes. It is therefore only possible to select other tokens after you have set up a TAN list as a backup. As soon as you have generated an initial TAN list, the Token Manager is also protected with the second factor. Now create your preferred token type. If you are only looking for instructions on a specific token, click on the timestamp you require in the video description. In this video, we explain step-by-step how you can create and manage the tokens for the SSO via the Token Manager. You can access the self-service via the link in the video description. There, you log in via SSO with your username in the format AB123456 and the corresponding password. In the self-service, please click on Token Manager MFA in the navigation on the left. We will now guide you through the various possible tokens for the SSO. We will start with the hardware token for RWTH Single Sign-On, as this is the first choice from a technical point of view. Now click on Create. In the overview, select the token, Hardware Token for RWTH Single Sign-On, which supports the WebAuthn FIDO2 protocol. Now insert your hardware key into a USB port on your device. Then click on Next at the bottom. In the description field, please select a name for it. We call it YubiKey for Single Sign-On because we are setting up the YubiKey hardware key together with you in this video as an example. The YubiKey is an external hardware device that serves as a security key. At RWTH Aachen University, it is used for Multifactor-Authentication, MFA. The YubiKey is activated by inserting it into a USB port or via NFC. For security reasons, the YubiKey cannot be read or changed. To continue, click on the Create button in the Token Manager and click on Register on the next page. In the menu window, which appears differently depending on the operating system, click twice on the OK button. Now you need to think of a secure PIN of your choice with at least 6 characters. It may take a few seconds for the required input field to appear. The PIN is used to activate and connect the hardware key with the single sign-on. It is set during the initial setup of the YubiKey and is requested each time you log into a service protected by MFA. Memorize the PIN well, as you will no longer be able to view or change it. Please enter the PIN you have memorized and confirm with OK. Now tap on your YubiKey. The window will now close automatically. If the window does not close automatically, please click on Close. You will see your created token listed in the Token Manager. The second possible hardware token is the hardware token for VPN and RWTH Single Sign-On, which supports the HOTP protocol. Click on Create and select it in the overview. Now insert your security key into your USB port on your device and click on Next. In the description field, set an individual name with which you can clearly assign your token. At this point, we have chosen the name YubiKey for VPN and SSO. To continue, you must download and install a manager app. The YubiKey Manager, for example, is used for this. You can find the link in the video description below. RWTH employees can ask their institute's IT department about a possible download via the institute's internal software distribution. After successfully installing the YubiKey Manager, go back to the Token Manager and click on Create. A new page opens with a token secret. Copy the token secret and then open the previously installed Manager app, in our case, the YubiKey Manager. In the YubiKey Manager, click on Application and select OTP for one-time password. Select a slot, short or long touch, and then click on Configure. You can override slots that are already occupied. A slot can only be assigned once. The difference between short and long touch is the length of time you have to touch the YubiKey during authentication. Then select Auth HOTP and click on Next. After pasting the token secret you copied earlier, click on Finish. In the last step, return to the Token Manager and click in the field labeled Security Code. Now tap your YubiKey with the appropriate duration, short or long touch, and it will automatically generate a security code to fill in the empty field. The window will now close automatically. If the window does not close automatically, click on Close. You will then return to the overview with the tokens you have generated. After a while, you may have to synchronize your YubiKey again. You will notice that it no longer generates automatic security codes. To do this, click on the Synchronize button to the right of the token name in the list of your tokens. Please note that the button will always be visible. Now insert your YubiKey into the PC. Click in the first field and then tap on your YubiKey. A code will be inserted automatically. Repeat the same with the second field. The window closes automatically. If the window does not close automatically, click on Close again. To create the third possible token type for Single Sign-On, select Authenticator App, e.g. for smartphone, which supports the TOTP protocol, and click Next. You can use your smartphone or your computer, for example. Download an Authenticator app and install it. An example for your smartphone is the app 2FAS. Once you have successfully downloaded the app, enter a unique name that you can remember in the description field in the Token Manager. We enter 2FAS here as an example. Then click on Create. Now open your app on your end device and scan the QR code, or alternatively enter the token secret. This can be viewed by clicking on the Token Secret button below the QR code. The app will now show you one-time security codes. Now enter the security code displayed in the app in the Token Manager and click on Complete. This will take you back to the Token Manager overview and you will see the tokens you have created. At this point, we will show you the fourth type of token for Single Sign-On, the TAN list. As mentioned at the beginning, this is only used as a backup in case other tokens are lost. You can find out how to create a TAN list in the video entitled Multifactor-Authentication MFA, Part 1, First Steps in the Token Manager. If another token is lost, the TAN list can grant access to the Token Manager if not all security codes have been used. Each one-time security code is only valid once. Create a new TAN list before using the last code. Finally, we will introduce you to the last possible token type for Single Sign-On, the email token. To create an email token, please select it from the overview in the Token Manager and click on Next. In the next step, enter your email address to which a security code is to be sent. In the description, enter a name that you can understand. We type in email token and click on Create. The confirmation will be sent to you by email. In the Token Manager, you will once again see an overview of the tokens you have set up. Before we come to the end of the video, we will demonstrate how to log into Single Sign-On with your security codes. To do this, open a service that is protected with SSO and log in as usual with your access data. A drop-down menu will now open in which you select one of the tokens you have set up and confirm with Next. After selecting the hardware token for RWTH Single Sign-On, WebAuthn or FIDO2, please connect your security key, in this case YubiKey, to your end device. First, you will be asked for your PIN, which you assigned and memorized when setting up the token. After entering the PIN, please touch your security key with the corresponding duration, short or long touch. A security code will then be generated automatically and the empty field will be filled in. You are now logged in. If you select the hardware token for VPN and RWTH Single Sign-On HOTP, there is no need to enter a PIN. Please touch your inserted security key with the corresponding duration, short or long touch. A security code will then be generated automatically and the empty field will be filled in. You are now logged in. If you choose the app token, open the previously installed Authenticator App TOTP on your corresponding end device. In the app, new security codes are generated every few seconds, which varies depending on the app. You must enter these codes in good time before expiry when logging into your chosen service. Click on Next. You are now logged in. The TAN list, one-time security codes, only serves as a backup. Nevertheless, it is also possible to use these codes as a second factor for logging in. To do this, enter one of the codes in the field. Please note that each of the codes can only be used once. We also recommend that you create a new TAN list before using all the security codes. Click on Next. You are now logged in. When you select the email token you have set up, you trigger the sending of a security code to your email address. You specified this email address when you set up the token. The email will reach you within a few seconds. Copy the code and enter it in the corresponding field. Click on Next. You are now logged in. Finally, we would like to emphasize the hardware token and the app token as the most secure variants. We hope we have been able to help you set up MFA in Single Sign-On. If you have any further questions or problems, please contact our IT-ServiceDesk on +49 241 8024 680 by email at servicedesk@itc.rwth-aachen.de or via chat. You will also find the link in the video description.